Karibu sana. We are excited to have you here. So my name is Betty. I'm a migration agent. As if you're following Connect, this is our third video actually, and this time we are at Grace International Dandenong branch, which is a brand new baby born around a month ago. And as you all know that we have just metamorphosized into a bigger brand, because before all the videos you've been following are from Nomadity. So today we are Grace International Dandenong.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for yet another power-packed show here at The Connect. Yeah, I know, you know where I am, because basically you can actually see, it's Grace International. We are here to just check in, see how Betty is doing after we did the launch. I know if you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch it. And I'll just pause there. For all my students, I know I'm here to look after you, you know. If you're there, you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. This is just, the channel for you. We look at, we look after you, we look after everyone. So here today we are looking after international students, whether in this country or you're overseas, this is for you. So today I'm here at Grace International. You can see my guest today. I don't have to say, oh, drum roll. She's already on your screen. So we are here again with Betty. Thank you so much, Betty, for having us for yet another. I think this is the third time in a row, man, since 2022. Go confirm. But thank you, Betty, for always sharing. She's always sharing the information. So this one is for you guys. So Betty, before we jump in, because today we have a very specific topic, I want just to find out, how's Betty? How's has been business? How's been Grace International? How's the reception? Are people receiving the message? Are people receiving the business? How has it been?
Thank you, Pete, for coming, and I don't take this for granted that you have always been hunting me down and wanting to put the information out there. Thanks the viewers for following up. I must tell you that people connect all the way from Kenya, actually all over the world. I've had a lot of people from US. I got a lot of Kenyans from Middle East, and I get Kenyans both onshore and offshore who are getting in contact. So the message is getting out there. For Grace International Dandenong office, yes, we are, the business is settling in well. We get a lot of inquiries. We're getting people passing by, wanatusalimia, wanakunywa chai, bado wanatucheki kwa umbali, lakini we want to tell you,
sussing you out.
They're sussing us out. Saa zingine wanakuja, wanaangalia, wanaenda. But anyway, we thank you for those who are visiting. Keep coming. We are open for you. We are always here. If you even want to make appointments over the weekend, we will be here for you. On Saturday, Sunday, I go to church.
Amazing. So Betty, I know in Australia we call this the new financial year. And with the new financial year, basically, guys, if you know, it comes with a lot of changes. And for migration, it's actually a very big thing, especially for either students or people who are trying to migrate permanently to this country, because changes come and sometimes you're caught unaware and you can be caught out. So basically we want to understand, what are some of these changes, man? It has brought a buzz. There's a big buzz. Oh, changes. I know there's changes with, the fees. And when I came here, we used to pay, I think, a very minimal fee for the international student visa, that is, and also for other visas as well. Yeah. But we're going to hear about all these changes. But we'll just touch an overview. And then if you have any other question, please, there's a lot of people you can ask. But here today we are with Grace International. Please reach out and ask. Don't assume. Assumption is just a matter of, you're putting yourself at danger. So Betty, what are some of the changes that are coming in or have already come in? Because I know some of them do take effect after a few months, but what are some of the changes that are coming in to this immigration world?
Anyway, first of all, I just want to give an overview and say that the information that we are giving here is not personalized. So please make an appointment with us, or so that we can speak with our team on your specific conditions, so that we can take you to the next step. This is just general advice to the public. For personalized care, unajua mahali pa kutupata. But the changes that have already come in place, that is hiyo ndio buzz inakimbia kabisa, ni visa charges. But anyway, before that, I just want to say the changes that came on the 1st of July was basically meant to address the skill shortages in this country. As we know that there is always skill shortages, it's also it's looking at boosting the regional developments, because they're giving more powers into the employers in the regional areas to hunt for special talent. So get your skills up there, and there is opportunities that are waiting for you. And also there is good news on the family reunification. So I think with the big younger population here, big younger migrant population, there is need to bring parents around, as we have seen a lot of parents come in. So then that has also been considered by the government. So there is visa streams for 3 years and 5 years. So those are the major areas. And the biggest one that it took effect straight away, Chapa.
Visa charges. Oh man, that was a big one. So if you're not aware, the visa charges have gone up. Please go and check how much. We were not gonna go to specific, but just know the visa charges have gone up. So Betty, what are some of the options now? If you're looking at the new changes coming in for someone who's onshore, what are some of the changes that will affect you? So one is visa charge, and maybe there's something that I was seeing somewhere that. When you're applying for a subsequent visa, you have to be offshore. So what are some of that? Is that in effect, or is that coming to effect at any given time?
So most of yes, of course, the visa charges for different subclasses, they have gone high. Some have gone up by 3%, some by 25%. So angalia ni gani inakuuma. About the subsequent visa, that one we can talk about in another forum. But where the people are affected more is if you are onshore and you have utilized your 485, you need to go and apply from offshore if you have to go back on student visa. So you will have to apply that one from offshore. But anyway, the whole thing is prepare, like even the new students who are coming on, or even if you are still studying, don't wait for the last minute. Just come and have your situation reviewed, so that you can have your options, so that you know. And even if you want to go back offshore, at least you are going and you are informed. It's not like you're caught unawares. But yes, some visas will require you to go and apply from offshore, and some you can renew from here, but it will depend on your situation.
Wow. So talking about 485, as we go to other changes that maybe you want to mention, but so is it okay to say that it's good to look at your options even before you get to the graduate visa, and also talk about the way you're talking about regional? They are actually looking at regional areas. Is it good to advise someone to just try and see if you can get into a regional area and actually continue with your studies or even your visa?
Oh yeah. So like, most of the time, this has gone on for the last couple of years. They're giving employers, actually a few years ago, they reduced the number of they removed most of the slots.
Yeah, from the state and the federal.
Yes, state and federal, and they gave it to the employer sponsor visas, and that is in the regional area, mostly to just reignite the regional area. So if you're a student and you're looking for school, and there is a course that you're interested in, especially like courses that are on core skills, then you can do it from regional area. You get extra points, and you also get to meet the employers who are likely to give you the sponsorship, because they get more power. Once an employer got you, then they can sponsor you, and if they love what you're doing, they're going to keep you here.
Wow. So there you have it.
And those visas are there.
There you have it. So employer-sponsored visas, just go to regional areas. But let's talk about now that skilled. Is there any changes that are coming up to the skilled migration? Because I know that's a bigger one. That's a big one and a tricky one, because a lot of people wait for this skilled migration. And sometimes, like if I out of memory, the last time they actually invited people is back in last year, November or December, the last time they actually invited people. So talk about the changes coming in, and what other options do people have, because sometimes it takes longer to get an invitation, and talk about what is an invitation, because some people don't even actually know.
Okay, first of all, skilled visa in a nutshell, for those who don't know. Skill visa is whereby we go through your qualifications and then we see the skills that you have. And if you have skills that are on the skill on demand list, then you can we go through those skills and apply to the assessing body as advised by the Department of Home Affairs, and then you get them to assess your qualifications and they give you an outcome letter to say it's a positive outcome or not a positive outcome. If it's a positive outcome, then you are eligible to now apply to go into express interest to the department and say, I have these skills, it's been assessed by the assessing body. Now, can you take me, or I'm interested to apply into your state, and it can be Australia-wide. And then we do what we call expression of interest. After we do the expression of interest, and the expression of interest is done to very many states and territories on very many visa subclasses. It's quite complex. Get us to do it for you, and then we wait, and then that is where now we are waiting for invitations. And then it depends with the state, it depends with the visas, it depends with the points, it depends with the government, it depends with what is available. So it's a myriad of things. But the most important part here is they're looking at the points that you have. And what is new in this time is they have increased the work experience. If you go the work experience, it's been increased to 20. So that one increases your points, which is a good thing. They have also increased points on Australian qualifications, actually, I think 5 points. And then and also if your skill is on skills priority, there is like the core skills, the specializations, then you get extra points. So there is a bit of changes on there, and it's on the like the skills assessment goes on the point on the point tested systems. So how many points you get for age, how many points you get for work experience, overseas, onshore. So they've increased for onshore, which means they want people to actually get work in the area, in the areas that they have the skills in.
But Betty, someone will ask, because that's a tricky one. As we come to maybe the end and advice and what options are there for onshore and offshore, how do you gain that experience? Because sometimes, there's a bit of contention there. You're actually studying and then you finish. How do you plan yourself so that you can actually get this experience? When do you start getting this experience, Betty?
Hey, Pete, unajua hii ni topic ya another day. However, I'll just give a little nugget. Most of the employers out there are looking for qualified people to employ. However, the students are out there crying that there is nobody to employ us. So how do you make yourself employable? It starts from when you're in uni. When you're in uni, when you go for those work placements, they are meant to equip you and to enable you to build relationships and to show your capability. And that way, the employer is going to be like, when you go for placements, you do your work, you're good, you don't go late, you don't call in sick, you don't disappear. You tick all the boxes. Actually, no boxes. You just be yourself and present in the place of work. Then someone is going to be like, I'm going to keep this person. They will notice. It will be appreciated. And that way, you're going to be employable. Also, preparing your portfolio, get your CV reviewed. There are very many people who review CVs. We do review CVs as well. If you bring me your CV, I'll review it for you and tell you, tweak some few things here and there. And then get your portfolio, showcase your work. Also go for professional networking. Don't stay just there doing your, going to work and coming home and sleeping and watching Netflix. I have no problem with Netflix, but go do professional networking, volunteer, meet people. I'm sure there's something that is going to come out of it. And that is how you get jobs. You're not going, and also join professional bodies. If you're a social worker, please be a member of ACWA. If you're in accounting, join the professional body for accounting. Do not stay there, because then you're going to get updates. Those are just little, and then read the emails when they come. Don't just let them go to spam. That way you're gonna get a nugget here and there. And then community volunteering also helps, because you're going to meet community leaders. Community leaders will point you to the right direction, and you're never going to go wrong.
Wow, those are just nuggets right there, man. If you're listening, please pause this video, go back, write notes, man. That's going to help you somewhere. That is value, Betty. And I appreciate when someone gives value, people, when people give you value, please get value back. So let's support Betty, Grace International. Come talk to Betty. Come get all the services that you need. Come get that nugget. Even if it's just to come and say, hey, how can I get into this, you know, this area, that area, man, get that advice. It will help you somewhere. So Betty, what other changes might we talk about now? Before now we talk about, you know, what advice do you have for international students and even student offshore? Because there's a lot of things that happen in this field. There's a lot of, you know, we're going to touch that. But any other changes that maybe we might not be aware that we would like to share?
Look, I think other changes are actually, it's more intricate in terms of the course skill, the amount of the charges, or not, the salary packages for the skilled migrants now. Yes. So to ensure that the migrants that come into the country, or your skills are being acknowledged now by these assessing bodies and you are employed, the government has also made sure they've increased your salary when you get that job. Which is good.
So let's talk about advice now, Betty, for all these changes and stuff. So how can someone, prepare yourself? Because you said you've talked about all that preparation, but in terms of visa and migrating, so what advice do you have for international students today?
International students, I want to say, enjoy Australia. And for you to enjoy Australia, keep the laws of the land. Follow the laws of the land. The laws of the land, there is general rules everywhere. Of course, don't get in trouble with police. Don't do drugs. Go to class. Visa conditions are your number one, your core as a student. Don't violate the visa conditions because they're there for a reason. Go and look at your visa. Look at the date when it's expiring. Look at the conditions, how many hours you should work. And like you should have your health cover. Maintain your addresses and update your education provider when you change addresses. That is a very common big thing, because then the department is not able to find you when they are looking for you with important information for you. So update your emails with your education provider and update your address, maintain your health cover, go to school, renew your visa on time, and also ensure that you are doing career progression. If you come in with a bachelor course, your next course is going to be a master's. If you come in with a diploma course, then your next course is going to be a bachelor course. So ensure that you're showing progression in your education, and then get the skills and then get absorbed into the system, and do not wait for the visa to expire before you can come to us. Come on time, and then prepare. Know what are the requirements. Do I need to do English? How much financial evidence do I need? Capacity, do I need? I haven't been going to school for the last semester. Do you have evidences for those things? So you can start preparing everything on time before the time for visa launch, other than at the last minute, someone comes to here 1 week to go, the visa is due, they don't have, you haven't prepared yourself. I guess preparation is everything. In anything actually, not only in this case, but look at those visa conditions, ensure your career progressions, get the right skills, go to school, prepare for renew your visa on time. And by the way, visa mingi zinaisha July, na sijawaona wengi wenyu hapa. Wacha kupita huko kando.
Yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So as we end, Betty, and please come and see Betty for all the professional help that you need, because when someone gives you value, you have to give value back. And as a community, you have to appreciate and start supporting our very own, because I know we are not really big on that, but we're going to change that narrative and we're going to support our very own. So Betty, what now, if someone now is here, offshore, onshore, let's talk about options. What options do someone have? So let's say my 485 is ending and I'm looking to maybe, I'm waiting for an invitation. I don't have something to do. Or you're offshore and you're waiting for your English, or you're waiting for something to happen. So what options what can help someone, what options do you have for either onshore or offshore as we end? And then they can come and see you, because that's a very big thorn in the flesh. When your visa is elapsing or you've finished, what options are out there, Betty?
Look, it's very personalized. But if your visa is expiring and you are on 485 and your visa is almost coming to an end, unfortunately, itabidi umeenda offshore. Yeah, if your visa is coming to an end. Unless umepata employer anakusponsor. Those are available. They are available 100%. Even here in Metro, I've seen people, they're 485, imebaki 4 months, and they find an employer from where they've been working. Initiate those conversations. You also have to be bold and initiate those conversations and show that you are reliable. So that is for those who are onshore. What was the other question? Offshore.
Yeah.
If you're offshore and you want to come,
yeah.
If you're offshore, we just wait. You just wait for the visa outcome. Sometimes it takes a bit longer. Most of the time it has been going from around 8 weeks, but we've got visas that have gone up to 7 months, even for onshore. So, we just do the waiting game.
Amazing.
The time comes.
And there's something going around that, that Kenya has dropped or something, and a lot of things happening. So do you have any hope? Can you give hope to people?
Yes. Yes, if you are offshore and onshore as well, because we are also getting visa refusals, by the way. Onshore. For onshore.
Oh, wow.
A lot of visa refusals are happening.
Yeah.
We have visa refusals, we have visa cancellations. So those are two different things. Visa refusal is where comes whereby you have stayed up to the time where your visa is expiring. Ume apply for renewal, and the department has looked at your file and they are like, no, you are not meeting the conditions. There is a problem happening there, and your visa is refused when you are onshore. So in that case, then you either exit as per the way your refusal, or we apply for review tribunal, which comes at a cost as well. And the cost went up, part of the cost that went up. All right. If you are offshore, normally there's nothing that can happen.
Yeah.
For the visa cancellations, if your visa has been cancelled, it means that you're nowhere. You're not attending school, something major catastrophic has happened, and mostly non-attendance. So people don't attend school, and so our level has dropped. We are now in level 3, so that means that for us to be granted visa, you have to do English, you have to show your financial capacity,
and they're looking more on the documents as well. Scrutinizing the documents more.
Yeah, they scrutinize the documents more, and also there is a lot of access also for Kenyan education providers to the Australian department, because there were a lot of fake documents. There was a lot of forgery going on. So all those things have kept us in level 3, and a non-attendance of school as well. Has kept us in level 3, because then there is a big percentage of visa non-compliance. Yeah.
Wow. But other than that, visas.
Other than that, we still have a good chance in Kenya, and the percentages of visa grants are good. So don't give up. You got to be in it to win. So I still encourage people to give it a try. Australia is a good country. There is opportunities. If you're serious, you want to work, you want to look for a job, you have a skill, you have a talent, and even if you are wherever you are watching me, you have a skill, you have a talent, you can get into our website, contact us, let us navigate through the skilled assessment or apply for your student visa. There is opportunities for you.
Amazing. So email addresses, maybe numbers, or what do you want to share? Maybe whatever you're free.
Yes,
we got. How can they get contact with you?
You can contact us. We have our social medias, which is Facebook. Facebook
Instagram. Yeah.
Facebook, Instagram. Tuko TikTok, pia tuko LinkedIn, and also on our website. And also use the numbers and the email on the screen. Yeah, please feel free to contact us and come to our offices. We are in level 10, 14 Mason Street, Dandenong. And if you are in Melbourne City, we are in level 14, 227 Collins Street.
Amazing. There you have it, guys. This was just a short one for all my international students, or someone just trying to migrate or just understand this migration system. Man, no one understands it. That's why we have professionals. So if you need any advice, if you need someone to, to guide you, please get hold of Betty, get a hold of Grace International. They have they have an office here in Dandenong and also in the city. So you're in safe hands. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Please like this video. If you have questions, please feel free to write them on the comments down below, or even send them straight to their email and they're gonna answer. And other than that, guys, I want to say thank you for watching, for always supporting us. And one more last thing, please, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please remember to subscribe. We're on the road to 10K subscribers. Thank you so much, and until next time, God bless.